Hi everyone, welcome to Megan's Creative Arts. We're going to learn a new pattern today. As you can see, it can be really beautiful. You don't have to change colors if you don't want to. You could do it all in one color or have the variant skeins that change colors on their own. But I'm going to show you how to change colors and learn this new pattern. Now this is called a moss stitch or a linen stitch, and all we're going to be doing is chaining and a single crochet. So let's get started. As always, I'm just going to do a sample for you. So we're going to do the slip knot. Okay. So for this pattern, you're going to do everything in twos. So this is a sample with 20 chains, and you just make it as wide as you want as long as it is in twos. We have 4. Okay, so I just did 20, and if you're not sure how to do some of these stitches, I'll have a beginner video that you can also watch. And we're going to start in the 4th chain. So this little loop does not count. So we're going to count 1, 2, 3, and 4. So right here we want to put our hook, and we're going to pull through a loop and do a single crochet. We're going to chain 1, skip 1 chain, and single crochet into the next. We're going to chain and skip 1 chain and single crochet in the next. We're going to do this all the way across. So I skipped my chain, single crochet, chain 1, skip 1 chain, single crochet. So as you can see, it's a pretty easy pattern. And I'm at the end. Again, you make it as wide or long as you want. I'm just doing a sample to show you. So I'm actually going to change color, so I'm going to pull my last loop out, grab my next color, and I want to keep a decent little tail on it. So all I did was on the very last stitch, instead of using my pink, I'm grabbing the next color and using it to pull through my last stitch. For this pattern, I'm going to chain 2 and turn. And now we're going to start chaining in all of the chain 1 spots. So I'm going to go through the whole of the chain 1 area and do a single crochet. Then we're going to chain 1, go in the next the next chain 1 spot and do a single crochet. We're just going to work our way across. I love this stitch because it's tight enough that you can stay warm if you have this in a blanket, or I've seen it done with a scarf, but loose enough where you won't get too hot. Here we go. And so here's my last, this is that chain where we had our first chain links. I'm going to chain in here. Now for the purpose of this tutorial, I am changing colors each time. So I've got my next color. I'm going to do white. Here we go. So you can see now I'm changing to white. I'm going to chain 2, turn, and single crochet in the chain 1 space. Now I am going to cut off my purple here. Keep kind of a longer chain. And I didn't do the pink, so I'm going to do that one too. There we go. All right. So back to the white, chaining 1. Again, chain 1, single crochet in the previous row's chain 1 space. Since it's such a simple pattern, if you needed to put it down, you could easily do that and come back to it later. So here we are at the end. Again, I'm just going to put my hook in this last chain space. And there we go. So, since I love to keep doing this, I'm actually changing colors. I'm going to make sure my hook goes back through. And grab my color again. Make sure you have a decent tail on these, because we're going to have to wind them back into the blanket once you're done or your project. Alright, so I chained 2, turned, and did my single crochet. Chain 1, single crochet, chain 1. You can see this is a nice simple pattern. As I'm doing this, I'm thinking that I could do this in blocks, make these into like squares, and then put them together. That would be pretty too, especially if you have a lot of different colors or varieties. Next color is purple. Okay, I'm going to go back and trim off these last couple colors. Nope, not the purple. We're still working on purple. All right. Now, since this is just a sample, again, I'm not going to do too many of these, but I will show you how I like to do the ends. And then in my next video, I'll show you how I weave in all these little tails. There we go. So if I wanted to end it, say you're at the very end of however long you want to make your project, I'm just going to do one more chain, cut my end, again leave a decent tail, and pull this through. Now, you can do this part whenever you want, but I like to tie the ends. So on a project like this, you can either tie them together. You can literally just tie them together like this. Do a knot. Oh, I knew I didn't cut one. There we go. I'm just going to tie these in a knot together. That way it doesn't come apart, or you can tie them individually. I like to just go like this. Try and get it as close to your project as you can. These ones I'm just going to tie together. Now, I'm going to show you in my next video, you could leave fringe and even add more fringe onto this, or you can weave the tails into your project. Just depends on what you like to do and what you want your project to look like. So if you'd like to see how to do that, tune into my next video. As always, please subscribe and like the videos if you enjoy these and want to see more. Thank you. Bye.